Hello guys, welcome to Maths with Edu Karthik, and today we are going to start with our next part, or you can say part 2 of exercise 4.2. So in the previous video I have done the first two questions, and now we are going to do the last 4 questions because there are total 6 questions in this exercise. So let's start them. Firstly, this is question number 3. Sum of numbers. There are two numbers, okay? Sum of those numbers is 27 and product is 182. So let's assume the numbers x and y. So x plus y means sum is given 27. So from this we can find out that x equals to 27 minus y. Okay, now xy means product is 182. Now here we'll put this value which we have found out of the x. So 27 minus y into y equals 182. Now 27y minus y square. Y into y is y square. 27 into y is 27y equals to 182. Now we just solve this. So when we shift this that side and this also that side, so it becomes y square minus 27y plus 182 equals to 0. Now we'll solve it this side. Okay, so 182. We have to write 182. So we can write it as 27 can be written as 13 plus 14. Okay, so y square minus 13y minus 14y. This can be 27 plus 182. So if you see 13y into 14y is 182y square. See, we have to firstly multiply these both numbers. And then we have to find this type of two pairs of the numbers, which when we add them, it becomes 27y. And when we multiply them, it becomes the product of these, means 182y square. So we have found out it is 13y and 14y, that two negative ones. Because when we add them, it becomes minus 27y equal to 0. So y square minus 13y, this is one pair, and minus 14y minus plus 182, it is another pair. Just brackets for just representing pairs, it was not multiplication. So y, from here we take y common, so it becomes y minus 13, and from here we take minus 14 common, again it becomes y minus 13 equal to 0. So when we see it as y minus 14 and y minus 13 equal to 0. So when we check the roots, or you can say when we find out the numbers, firstly we'll find out the values of y. Y can be both, either 14 or you can say 13. So either this goes that side, so y minus 14 equal to 0, y equal to 14, or y equals to 13. So if y is 14, then x is 13, but if y is 13, then x is 14. How? Because the sum is given here, which is 27. So 14 plus 13 is 27 and 13 plus 14 is 27. I hope this is totally clear. And now we will continue with our fourth question of this video. Here in the next question, it is given that there are two consecutive positive integers. The sum of their squares is 365 and we have to find them. So x square plus y square equals to 365. But see, it is given that two consecutive positive integers. So x equals to x, let x be x, I mean first, equal to x. So second will be x plus 1. Let me take another mark. Yes, so second will be x plus 1. And now we put the values. x square plus x plus 1 square is given 365. Okay, we just have to solve it. So x square plus x plus y whole square is x square plus y square plus 2x y, and y is 1, which is 365. Okay, so 2x square plus 1 plus 2x equals to 365. When we send it that side, it becomes 2x square minus 364 plus 2x. Or you can just like replace them, plus 2x minus 364 equals to 0. Why 364? Because 365 here comes and becomes negative, and here positive 1 was there, so they get subtracted. So now here when we multiply them, we have to find two numbers which when we multiply it becomes 336 728 x square, and when we add them it becomes 2x. Okay, so to find numbers we can just write 728 and find out its factors. So 728 can be written as 364 into 2. Now 364 into 2, and also we can write it as 364 by 2 is 182, and here 4, and so on. But when we continue at the end, till the end we will get two numbers which are 26 and 28. So 2x square plus 26x plus 28x minus 364 equal to 0. But when we see it, see here plus 26x plus 28x, it becomes more than 2, very much more than 2. So we will have to make this one negative. When you make it negative, you can see that this one is bigger, this one is smaller, so the answer comes positive. That too, it is positive 2x. Now we just solve it. 2x can come common, so in bracket x will be left minus 13 and plus 28. X minus 13 equal to 0. Now I'll write it this side. So 2x x minus 13 plus 28 into x minus 13. So you can see that x minus 13 is common. So we'll take this common, x minus 13. When we take this bracket common in whole, so the two things will be left, 2x and 28. 2x plus 28, just group them, equal to 0. So we can see that either x equals to 13 or 2x equals to minus 28, so x equals to minus 14. So either x is 13 or x is minus 14. It was given that some of them their squares, see they were consecutive, and this is rejected. Why? Because it was said that positive integers, so this is rejected. This is left. So numbers are 13, 14. I hope this is clear. How? Firstly, we find the numbers because x and x plus 1. It was given they are consecutive, so consecutive means the next number. X and x plus 1. We just solved them, and the answer were 13 and minus 14. But it was given positive integers, so minus 14 was rejected, and the numbers came out to be 13 and 14. I hope this is clear. Now we'll just come to our next question. To our fifth question, here it is given that altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm less than the base and hypotenuse is 13 cm. So let altitude equals to x. So x is 7 less than y, means y minus x equals to 7. So y equals to 7 plus x. Now hypotenuse is 13. So we know that x square plus y square equals to 13. How? Because the base square plus altitude square is the square of hypotenuse. So is equals to 13 square. Now x square plus y. Y is given that 7 plus x. So 7 plus x square equals to 169. Okay, so 169. Now x square plus a plus b whole square is 7 square means 49 plus b square means x square plus 2 into 7 into x 14x equals to 169. Now x square plus x square 2x square plus 14x minus 49 I mean plus 49 minus 169. So 169 minus 49 it is 120. Okay, so now minus 120 equals to 0 because when I send it that side the sign changes to negative and it was positive. So negative and positive subtract from each other. So the thing remaining is minus 120. Minus 120 into 2 is minus 240. Now we have to find out any two factors of minus 240x square which when we multiply they become minus 240x square and when we add them it becomes 14x. So let's see them. Yes. So now let's see them. 120 into 2 is 240. That to negative. So the factors can be 120 into 2. 60. Yes. So you can see this factor. Plus 24 minus 10x. When we multiply them it becomes minus 240 and when we add them it becomes minus 14. So yes, we have found out the perfect pair which is 24 and minus 10. So 2x square plus 24x minus 10x minus 120 equals 0. Now 2x can be taken common and in bracket x plus 12 minus 10 can be taken common x plus 12 equal to 0. Now we take this bracket common x plus 12 2x minus 10 equals 0. So either x equals minus 12 and or x equals to 5. X equals to minus 12 and x equals to 5. Now see, the length in centimeter cannot be negative. So this is rejected. Because length or you can say distance is always positive, not negative. So x equals to 5. X equals to 5 is our answer. So the altitude equals to 5 centimeter. I hope this is clear. And now we will come to the last question of this exercise. Now coming to our next question. Let me take out the book. Here it was the question that in a cottage industry produces certain number of poultry articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced. See, here it is given that cost of each article. Let cost of each article be x is equal to 3 more than twice the articles produced on that day. Means let the cost be x of each article. The cost of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced, and the total cost can be find out by the number of articles produced into cost of each article, means xy, which is equals to 90, means total cost of making was 90 rupees. So yes, we have got all the information to find out our answer. So x equals to 3 plus 2y. Now we put here 3 plus 2y into y equals to 90. So 3y plus 2y square equals to 90. 3y plus 2y square, or you can say 2y square plus 3y minus 90 equals to 0. Now we have to solve it. Middle term splitting. By middle term splitting we get 90 into 2 is 180. So 18 into 10? No. 15 into 12. Yes, 15 into 12. So 2y square plus 15y minus 12y minus 90 equals to 0. So here we can take nothing common but y. 2y plus 15. Here also 2 common. 6 common. 2y plus 15 equal to 0. Now we have got all the information to find out our answer. Now y minus 6 into 2y plus 15 equal to 0. Now let's find out the answer. Either y equal to 6 or y equals to minus 15 by 2, and this is rejected because cost can never be negative. Now when we have rejected this, y equals to 6 means number of articles produced were 6. So 6 into 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 was the cost of each article. X equals to 15. So cost of each article was 15 rupees, and number of articles which were produced was rupees, not rupees, the number of articles produced was, wait, I found out, yes, 6. And see, here we have to here we have found out that minus 15 by 2 were the number of articles produced. See, the articles can neither be negative and also they cannot be in fraction. For example, you go to a toy shop and you ask, what is the price of half toy? He will give you nothing, but instead he will say you get out, because the article cannot be bought half. You have to buy it full or nothing, and nor negative article can be bought, because if you say, can I buy this article, and you give him, then also it cannot be negative. Okay, I hope this is clear, and all the questions of this exercise are over. This was our question 6, and in this video we have done 4 questions. I hope you like the video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.